All right, I want to give a Subaru update. I know people have been asking about it. I want to give you guys a little lowdown on where we're at and what the next steps are. So right now, you can see we've done some priming. These have been primed twice, blocked once. So basically they were prepped, primed, let the primer dry for a couple days, blocked, and then the little dings and dents and whatever the case might have been in there. There wasn't a lot, but little stuff. Repaired and then primed again. So 2 rounds of primer. I am going to end up priming these. Plastic pieces on the front already prepped. Those are basically ready for sealer and paint. Um, we've got the glass out, hatch off. Hatches, this is the first round of primer. So we stripped it, primed it. Now we'll guide coat, block it, and then reprime it. These are the first strip and prime. So guide coat, block, reprime. Roof, first prime. So guide coat, block, and reprime. Like I said, I'm doing 2 rounds of primer on everything. That's how you ensure that everything is super flat and you don't miss anything. You know, if you just prime one time or don't prime at all, you might miss some shit. Just the way that I do stuff, and it gives a better finish than if you just, if I just shoot these fenders, there might be a little bit of inconsistency or you might miss something. Same with the doors, big flat panel like that, you might miss a little wave or you might miss something, and it's just better to be sure than sorry and have to fix something in clear coat, because wet sanding and buffing is obviously already a pain in the ass. So to have to do as minimal of that as possible is the best. So all this stuff, we are getting really close to being able to paint. The one thing was the quarters. Now, me and Paul was here, the customer was here today, and we were talking about it, and the son of a bitch. So he's got some fiberglass, basically they're like flares, and we're gonna mold them to the body. So all this work that I did was for nothing. No. So we are gonna switch it up a little bit. This is the time to do it. Obviously, nothing's painted yet, but basically all this body line that I put in here is gonna go away. The flares come and stick out. I'm assuming between 1/4 and 1/2 inch. They go all the way down the dog leg, then they come down and they continue onto the bumper. So we're gonna mold that into the quarter, mold that into the bumper, and have a nice little flare, so to speak. Um, I just lost what I was gonna say. Oh, so we probably will end up cutting this again too. So yeah, all the work I did, kind of for nothing. About 3 days, 4 days, but it's all right. We'll get through it. Everything else is moving along fantastic. Like I said, all these parts are coming out great. These fucking quarters are honestly 80% of this job so far, but that is what it is. So what else? We got Drago. He's good to go. We got all the new gaskets up there. All that stuff will go in after. Got my neighbor's chrome delete going on here. I'm going to finish that up. And then I got a Honda that I just moved outside. We're going to be painting that in a few days. So we do have the color. Porsche Chalk Gray. Kind of looks a little beige in this lighting. But no, it's like it's like an off-white beigey color, grayish color, almost like a Nardo. Pretty cool. It'll definitely look good. We're doing all the trim on that car, on the Subaru, all matte. So the grille will be matte. The window door trim will be matte. The roof rails matte. All that stuff will be matte black. So it's going to be matte black and then that gloss chalk gray. So with this one, we are doing the Beers Clear. This is a really good high-end clear. This is the highest that Sherwin-Williams offers. This is like $4.60 a gallon. So pretty expensive. You know, the normal stuff, this isn't clear. Is it clear? No, that's cleaner. But this is basically the Valspar clear that I normally get, which is about, I think it's like 180 or something like that. So this is more than double. Now this is a extremely high solids clear. And this is like, if you want something to last forever or as close to forever as you can get. So we are using a really good product on this. Again, that all comes down to, project costs and all that stuff. But I'm excited to spray that. I'm excited to see what it looks like. It's a Glamour Clear, high solids, 2-to-1. It's going to look really, really nice. I've got a specific gun that I'm going to be spraying that with. But yeah, as far as time frame for spraying this stuff, so again, the quarters, we are waiting on those from coming from Taiwan. Hopefully in the next 2 weeks, we'll have those. In the meantime, before that, the bumpers, the side skirts, door handles, maybe not door handles, definitely the inside of the doors, definitely the inside of the hatch, all the jams and shit, all that's going to hopefully get done, you know, pretty soon here. Um, this is a solid color, so I'm not going to hang the doors to spray the outside with the color. There's no need to. This is going to be a panel shoot, so I can shoot a couple doors or all the doors, then shoot the body the next day or at the same time off the car. You know, if you're doing a silver or metallic, that's why you want to hang the doors and have everything go down. You basically paint the whole length of the car. That way, everything is nice and even, and your metallic flakes. I always tell people it's like sand. You take a handful of sand, spread it on the ground, it looks one way. If you take a handful of sand and drop it, it's going to pile up, right? And it's going to look different than if it was spread out, different color. So that's what happens with metallics, and that's why you want to spray them with the doors on. This being a solid, if you put 10 coats on the door, 10 or 5 coats on the quarter panel, they're going to look the same. The color doesn't get any more color. You know what I mean? It's just one color. So that's a benefit to this project. So again, we'll get some of the bumpers painted. We might get some of the black stuff painted. We're definitely going to get the inside of the doors painted and the inside of the hatch, all that stuff. Underside of the hood, that's another thing. The hood has one coat or one round of primer on it. So it's still got a couple little spots. So these are going to get repaired, and then it'll get your second round of primer, and then that will get prepped for paint. This has one round of primer. This is the spoiler that goes on the hatch or the roof. Yeah, it goes on the hatch. So this is first round of primer. So this still has to get blocked. And yeah, that's basically the update for you guys. Sorry, it's been a few days since I've done anything with this. Door handles are almost ready for paint. We got new mirror caps. All this stuff is going to go matte black on this, matte black on the roof rail. So everything will be all matching. This car's going to look really good. I'm really excited to see it finish. Like I said, we've got about a week before we get all this stuff sprayed, and then like I said, we got about 2 weeks before I can get these quarters rolling again. And that's going to really hold us up. But it is what it is. It's what the customer wants, so that's what we do. And yeah, we'll keep plugging along. I'll keep you guys updated. I appreciate everyone watching so far, and you know, giving the likes, subscribing, all that good stuff. It's good. And don't think I'm not motivated with this or not doing videos. It's just sometimes like when I was working on these quarters, I was working on these quarters for days, and so it's like I'm just doing the same thing over and over again. So I'm like, these guys might not like this. And the customer brought up that one guy who said, "Oh, it's getting boring." It's like, dude, no shit, because it's a fucking job, man. You know, not every video is going to be super exciting, but I did get busy with other projects, so I have had other stuff going on, and you guys have probably seen that on the channel. So that's the reason I haven't been doing this every single day. And now that we're waiting on some parts, again, I don't have content every single day, but I do have other stuff going on. So hopefully you guys enjoy that and watch that too. So that's it for now. I'm going to get back on this chrome delete because I got to have this finished for tomorrow for Josh. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.